94 degrees in California.
Welcome to
That sounds
stream.
miserable.
That was the first thing on stream, and I love it.
Oh my god, I thought I had more time. I'm so sorry. Hi, everyone.
That was weather. Now, Mike, sports.
Yeah. Now on to sports with Mike. What do you have to say about the Boston
basketball?
Celtics? Oh man,
The Boston Celtics? I'm offended.
Celtics. It's Celtics, right? There we go.
Celtics.
Oh god, and you're from Boston, or you live in Boston. We're doing great. It's what a good start. Hi everybody. We're here with Greatest Guardian Gaming. Galestrian's Greatest is the title of our show, and Tales of the Witch Boy is the title of our Volume 1, Tales of the Witch Boy. My name is Em, and I am the Game Master. I'm also kind of the, not the only producer for Greatest Guardian Gaming, which is pretty cool. I have another friend helping me out with that. And yeah, we're going to play some Pathfinder 2nd Edition, so I hope that you'll join us and jump on stream and watch and enjoy and chime into the chat and whatever, Yeah, so that's me. Oh, also I play Remy, who is the title character, the Witch Boy. So let's switch it up and go from bottom to top. Dawn, go ahead.
What? Oh, because I moved my names around. Okay. Hi, I'm Don. I will be playing Krieg Fogcrusher, Kobold Swashbuckler, who is covered in mud and spoiling for a good fight. Also, I will be operating the the sound effects stuff. So, something's too loud or too quiet, yell at me. Yeah.
Cool. You're not playing music right now, are you?
No, I haven't hit play on it.
Okay, cool. So I think we're good then. Let's go to Michaela.
Hello. I'm Michaela. I play Solgafa, the Dampier Halfling Sorceress, and I'm not looking forward to a fight, but I am looking forward to spending a few days in the forest. So I'll do what I have to in the meantime.
I don't think I'll ever get over your character's accent and how amazing it is.
Oh, thank you so much. I figured she's from the north, so...
Yes. Cool. Well, let's go to Mike.
Hi, my name is Mike. He, him. I play Shaija, human, summoner, and her devout phantom guardian named Hem.
Amazing. Thank you very much. What about Gwen?
Well, hi, I'm Gwen, and I play the human fighter, hopefully one with good internet connection today, Hannah Lyer. And I just finished putting on my freckles on this love-struck idiot who falls in love with the drop of a hat. So I'm hoping that not only do we get combat, but we get some nice interactions later on.
Very cool. Awesome. Thank you. And last but not least, Jenna.
Hi, I'm Jenna. I will be playing the Fate Witch Li Shija, and she's having a miserable time in the forest.
On that note, actually, no, not on that note. How are you all doing?
Okay.
Having a good day? Thumbs up? Thumbs like, yeah, doing all right? Cool. All right.
Mike is multi-classing in Monk on that microphone.
Yes. I think I do want to, with that, I think I actually would like to jump into combat if y'all are cool with that. Sound
Goodness.
good?
Yeah.
All right, let's get this.
Cool.
Oh, and in terms of timing, it is currently the 18th of Breeze, the month Breeze, and it's around 5:30 p.m. 5:30 in the evening. The sun is really starting to set now over the trees, and there's an orange glow above the trees as the sun sets over a distant lake, or maybe it's the ocean in the distance, not sure. But, or maybe it could be a river.
I don't know, Craig. Which one is it?
Yeah, which one is it, Craig?
Definitely a river.
Amazing.
Definitely a foul-smelling river. But if we
With
have to go
stagnant
across
water.
it, I will.
So we actually already have initiative rolls from last time.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh.
So if you rolled,
Nice.
you
Good,
don't need
yeah,
to.
because that was a much worse roll than I did last week. So yeah, it's great.
The only person I didn't have initiative for was Hannah.
Okay, well, I got an 8.
Okay, cool.
I was like, oh, I'm so excited. I don't have to use that 8.
Got him.
Just to catch our viewers up, whether you are watching on YouTube after the show or if you're live with us on Twitch, thank you for being here. If you are, that is one of the few times you'll ever hear me sing. This continent that you see off to the far right of your screen, of our screen, is Sakagesa, and this is our current location on the planet, the world of Galesrian. If we zoom in, we end up down at the city of Baikisi in the southern region, where our heroes started and then worked their way into Bungai, and now they have begun their travels up the river toward the Kinderon Mountains, which they hope to take as kind of a safe haven trail down toward the Whispering Marshes. Up first. Y'all on, are you all on Fantasy Grounds? Let's share this with you. All right. Those of you...
Oh yeah, this was the thing. What's happening?
So, you're walking through the jungle. Krieg is leading you confidently in this direction, very, very certain that this is the direction to follow the river up toward the mountains. And you notice a stream passes through the jungle about where you are. And you begin to walk into this location, this area where you've got some bushes, some greenery, and there are these little, like, pits all over the place. And some of them are pits. There are actually also some mounds as well. Probably, like, homes of insects. And I'm going to start off combat by doing something that none of you see yet.
I blame Craig.
Craig has everything well in hand.
Yeah, totally.
Yep. From his noble steed, the walking cauldron.
Sloshing and full of rainwater. It's like a little pool.
Is the cauldron still like? Is it now drinking water, or does it only crave my blood?
It only craves blood. Weirdly enough, it's just super encumbered with water right now.
Okay, cool.
All right. Sagafa, how you doing? How are you?
I'm familiar with this kind of territory, I think, but I'm not exactly sure about these mounds and the potential insect activity.
Well,
insects in the jungle can be dangerous.
and as you're thinking about this, a web flies past your face. Right in front of you. Completely misses your body. However, you are aware now that there is a small size, like small creature, as in like size of a small dog, spider now looking at you.
Oh, I don't like spiders. Oh, I do not like spiders. Okay.
And then after,
Just look at how far away is it?
it's about 10 feet in front of you,
Okay.
directly in front of you. And then after that, all right, let's see. Oh man, the viewers can see what's going on, but y'all can't. This is interesting.
Oh, spicy.
All
Getting
right.
the DMs of one of our viewers.
Emma, 助けて, Emma, お願い助けて. Emma, how do you pull up the map if you closed it by asking for a friend? How do I pull up the map?
I got you.
Oh, thank you.
Uh-huh.
It's here again.
Sagafa, does an 18 hit your AC?
Yes, indeed it does.
Okay. Well, I'd like you to take 3 points of piercing damage. And I would also like you to attempt a fortitude saving throw, please.
Okay. Oh, that's only a 10 for me.
I'm afraid that's a fail. So,
Yes.
I'm going to ask you to take an extra 5 points. 5 points. Wow. Of
Oh no.
Okay.
poison damage.
We're not messing around, I see.
No. Here we go.
So is she poisoned?
Yeah, can you talk me through that a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So afflictions in Pathfinder 2, I think that's what they're called. But how they work, and so this could be burning, this could be acid, this could be poison. So they come in all forms, shapes, and sizes. Blah 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 blah. I believe they actually happen on your turn. So when you take damage, so
okay.
Gotha's poisoned,
Yeah.
so the damage still happens, but it happens on their turn, and then they get usually an additional save after whatever that onset period is. Yeah, if you want, I can talk about more about them, but that's generally how they work.
That is helpful. Thank you. So, Sagafa, on your turn, you will take that 5 points of damage. Okay?
Okay.
And then I believe on your turn, you get that extra fortitude saving throw. Is that correct, Mike?
Say again?
On her turn, she gets an extra fortitude saving throw?
It's every time you go, so every time that you blah blah blah, I just dropped it 1 second. So an affliction typically has multiple stages, each of which is, lists its effects followed by interval in parentheses. When you reach a given stage of an affliction, you are subjected to the effects listed for that stage. At the end of the stage's listed interval, you must attempt a new saving throw. On a success, you reduce the stage by 1. On a critical success, by 2. And then if you fail, you go down by 1. And if you critical fail, you go down by 2.
Got it.
They are extremely deadly in this game.
Thank you. All right. Now, as you take this damage, this 3 points of piercing damage, Sagafa, you see that just as you were staring at the spider in front of you, something else has bitten you in the ankle, and you notice a centipede
Oh my gosh.
the size of a small dog.
It's your flowers. They're hungry.
No.
And then Hannah.
Yay.
TPK. TPK.
I'm too dumb to die.
All Craig's fault.
All right, let's do this. Hannah, does a 12 hit your AC?
No.
No.
I'm a fighter.
No, it does not. Okay. So, you see a centipede like runs up to you and then tries to chomp
Sorta-
into you.
I sort of kick it just to the side.
Rat! And it like turns back. And now, Lishija, you see a spider 10 feet in front of Sagafa, a giant centipede 5 foot diagonally behind Sagafa, and a giant centipede just next to Hannah. What do you do?
Wow. Wow. Wow, so rude. So rude. We're walking through the forest, and you think you can just come up and bother us? I'm gonna telekinetic projectile the thing that's, the centipede that's near Sagafa.
Sounds good.
I've done my best to prestidigitation myself to be cleaner, but I'm still, like, soaking wet. Let's see. I have to take this. And I think I drag it. Nope, I do not. And I lose it. I'm so sorry, everyone. I don't know how to roll this.
Oh, you just... Are you saying the dice on Fantasy Grounds?
Yeah, how do I roll for an attack on my thing?
So you can, if you're trying to do it from your character sheet, then you can pull up your character sheet and
Yes.
there is a little, let's see. Okay. You're going to go to actions.
Actions.
Are you trying to attack with one of your weapons?
With my spell.
Okay. Which spell?
Telekinetic projectile.
All right. So do you see how there is a little like dice next to the spell on the right side? There's like a person or like a star thing or asterisk, and then
Oh,
dice.
that's a dice.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, it's so small. Okay,
Oh
yeah.
no.
Just like
I
the
point at
roll.
a nearby rock, and I try to fling it at the thing, but I'm so upset that I miss.
Okay. What else would you like to do with your turn?
I can't do much anything else. That ends my turn.
All right. Then next up we have Sagafa. What are you doing?
Alright, well, I know that I'm being bitten by all these centipedes, and I don't like that, but I think the spider is more dangerous. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my harm spell
Okay.
to attack it. So let's see here.
I'm assuming I give you some sort of save.
Yes, it'll be a fortitude saving throw.
All right. That's an 18.
Yeah, that'll save.
Okay.
So yeah, you don't take any damage then. So that was one of my actions. Can I move at all?
Yeah, you
Just
can.
Closer.
You have.
Okay, so, huh?
Yeah, you have. I believe 2 more actions. Casting a spell. Oh, casting a spell might have been 2 actions.
It was
If it's
just
harm,
one.
so
But yeah.
harm you can choose
Or
1 action, 2
actually,
action, or 3 action.
It would be 2. It would be 2 actions
Okay.
for that particular one. So yeah, I'd like to step. I think this way. North. Sorry, I guess just 5 foot.
Got you. Let me unlock tokens. Hang on a sec. Okay, cool. Now you should be able to move pretty easily.
Okay, yeah, I got her moved. And that's, I think, where I'm going to be for now.
Very nice.
And that's my turn.
All right, thank you. Shaija, it is your turn.
I
Hey,
hate to
what's
be
up,
that
Tyler?
person-
What's up?
I hate to be that person, but Sagafa has a fortitude saving throw to see if they go down a stage or not.
Will you please give us a fortitude saving throw, Sagafa? Uh-oh. Do well. Please do well. Okay. So Sagafa.
You had one job.
Oh no. Okay, where are we at? Sagafa, you are now at stage 2. Okay, so Mike, she takes 5 poison damage from the first one, right?
Yeah, so...
And then now I roll again for stage 2.
Yeah, so maybe afflictions do happen when they happen, but I think it's supposed to be after the onset, or after the...
This is
What was
brutal.
the onset one? Yeah.
Oh my god. Sagafa, you're going to take 7 points of poison damage. And you are flat-footed for 1 round. I think you might be muted.
Yeah, sorry. No, that means that I'm down.
Sagafa's down.
TPK.
I only have 13 hit points.
Okay.
It's just a sweet little thing.
I want to
Yeah, we're
say...
still level 1.
I want to say, I am 100% going by the rules as written and how they suggest you build encounters. I'm doing my best, y'all. Like, I am not trying to kill you.
No.
I think
Alright.
it's interesting. It adds stakes.
It does. It does. So you are in the jungle, and these deadly insects come out to attack you. And Sagafa falls to the ground. Next up,
Does she like cry out or anything?
I'm going to leave that up
I
to you.
imagine... I was further poisoned, so I don't think, it's not like I got smacked or anything. Maybe I'd grunt, but like...
Drop a weapon. Any outward physical sign that before you hit the
Maybe
ground?
my hat falls off.
Oh no, your
Oh,
hat!
now we know.
Oh no. It's one of those like slow-mo anime scenes where like the person gets hit with an arrow and then they're like, no.
Except you don't get hit with an arrow, you just get like a heart attack from the toxins and you pass
God.
out.
Yeah.
All right. Shaija, it is your turn.
Our healer.
Not a good one.
Oh, supernova, Jim. Wilhelm scream. Ah! That's the best I can do. Also, I have my... It's Lyra.
Oh.
Go ahead. Sorry, Mike.
This is so hard because nobody expected this. It's like,
No.
I have one heal spell, but I think I'm going to wait it because you're dying one.
We got time,
Here
right?
goes the... No, here
We
goes
were
the
given
problem.
potions.
No, here goes the problem. If Sagafa's turn goes to right before the giant centipede goes.
Uh-huh.
And so if Sagafa fails, critical fails, just fails, will take damage. Actually, even if you succeed, you're going to take damage. So you're
Because you're
immediately going to go to
poisoned.
die. Yeah, because you're going to go to dying 3. You're going to go down by 1. Unless the centipede attacks, you will survive another round. Sorry, I'm just doing the math in my head because I don't want you to die.
So I feel like that healing spell.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think...
Oh, not to metagame. Oh, I don't want to metagame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see the centipede jump into jump biter, and immediately Shaija kind of starts shaking with fear and reflectively calls for him to protect to protect Sagafa.
All right.
Sagafa, no, him help. Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and roll his attack, and then I will try to. I'll try to get to her, but she ran straight for the centipede instead of behind me. And Hem will swing to attack, and again, I've had terrible luck when Hem comes in, and he's just like still ethereal and goes right through the giant centipede.
All right. Wow. This is wild. Okay. So, next up is Hannah. What are you doing?
Well, I don't feel like she noticed at first, just because it's so quiet and she had something else literally attacking her.
Mm-hmm.
So she just looks down and she's like, ugh, watch out for these stupid bugs. They're all over the floor. And she's going to make a strike against the giant centipede right next to her.
Okay.
So that's my fighter feat plus. So I just make a normal attack. I
Yep.
got a 19 to hit.
Yep, that's a hit. You get to grab now, right?
Yeah, no, it's grabbed, and I get to do my attack in one. So
Nice.
that's the 10 damage.
10 damage. And... just a moment. This is against the centipede, right?
Yes.
All right. As you attack, you slice the centipede clean in half, and it dies on the spot.
I just like, I'm still holding half of it. Like, and I look over and I see the hat fluttering to the ground. And so I'm going to charge over. I got 25 feet of movement. And try to defend and use my... So I got a move, my first attack. I'm going to use my second attack to try to leave the other giant centipede.
All right, go ahead.
I only got a 13.
13. That is a miss.
Yeah, in my panic, I just sort of like stumble in the mud and stab in the ground right next to him. And I'm just sort of trying to shake Sagatha awake. I'm like, come on, darling. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. This is good. Somebody?
All right. Krig, you're up.
Okay. Hearing the shouts, Krig is going to direct the cauldron as an action to waddle over to Sagatha. And what I'd like to do is hop out and then throw Sagatha in.
Okay.
Could I do that with two more move action, hop out myself, interact with Sagatha? She's a halfling. Krig is fairly strong. Could I haul her into the cauldron to get her out of harm's way?
Let's think about this. I think I am calling the directing the cauldron. I am going to call that a move action because you have to take a moment to direct it.
As a single action, yep.
Then you hop out and interact. It's on the edge of being a move action and also interacting.
I'm fine with it being all three. I'm fine with eschewing heroism to hop out and throw my battle friend, just get her away from that centipede.
Okay, so second action, you hop out, and then third action, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Okay. If I can move my menus.
And I believe Sagatha would be around
16?
4 to 5 bulk. Yeah, you're successful. You're able to push Sagatha into the cauldron. Jenna, what does the cauldron do as Sagatha falls into it?
As it falls into the cauldron starts to run in a circle and make a weird squeaking noise that you don't know where it's coming from. As it tries to pull Krig back in, but instead it has Sagatha in it, so it's
Muse's touch in the stream says, I looked up the centipede. I'm just gonna say, don't get bit. Okay.
Yeah, that's my player Carol in Hexgrid Heroes.
Oh, hi, Carol.
Yeah. She's constantly giving me feedback. So yes, thank you, Carol.
Thanks, Carol.
Awesome. Good turn.
Cool.
Nice.
So I wanna throw this out there, and I'm completely cool with you telling me no.
Okay.
Could I spend a hero point, because we have one, to have the walking cauldron suck the poison out?
I'm gonna say probably not.
Okay,
Yeah.
worth a shot.
Yeah, it's a good question.
I'm not used to having them, so I'm like, what can I do with them? So yeah, totally fine with that. So yeah, he's that's Craig's entire turn.
Nice.
I have a quick question. Sorry, there's
Yeah.
a slight mistake that I made, and I
Okay.
apologize. But in parentheses, because I don't know what the stat block looks like,
Okay.
it has the delay. Is it 1 round?
There is no delay, I believe.
No.
Onset?
Let's see.
If you look at the stages, and the reason why in the afflictions, it does say that there's a listed interval.
Okay.
It lasts until the listed interval. So these, if it says 1 round, then it actually doesn't happen until round 2 for her saving throw. So she might not actually be unconscious.
So there is no
Okay.
nothing in my stat block, which Fantasy Ground stat block might not be 100% accurate. But yeah, as far as I can tell, we've done it correctly. Good question though.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got Krieg, and then after Krieg pushes Sagafa into this cauldron that's walking around, Remy just says, "Oh yeah, okay, I got it. I'm on it. I can do this. And then he puts his hand out and he takes a little bit of plant material from his pouch, his somatic spell pouch, and he says some words into the wind and then blows on the leaves. And as he does this, Eska, the dragon familiar that's with him, kind of floats in the air for a moment and then twirls around the leaves, and the leaves go directly towards Sagafa. And they land on Sagafa's face, and you are now stabilized.
Thank goodness.
So that is his first action. His second action is to take a step 5, 15, 20. And as he's running, he's shouting, "Hey, over here! Yeah, you, this way!" And he pulls a sling out and he begins to aim it, and that is his turn. Next up is top of the round. We're at the spider. I need to roll a d6 for this spider to see who it's attacking. We're either going Krieg, Lishija, or Remy. Flat d6. 5, it's Remy. 5.
Cleric.
15.
Very strategic, these spiders.
Alright, so this spider runs up. And then as it gets to Remy, opens its little tiny mouth and then tries to sink its teeth into Remy's ankle. +7 to hit. That's a 12. It's a miss. Alright.
Yes.
And then, with its second action, the spider's just going to do it again. Try to do it again. At a -5.
+2.
So that's a 19 minus 5. 14. Gosh, does that hit Remy? Can't. It shouldn't. Nope, he has an AC of 15. Okay, Remy's alright. We're now up at the giant centipede that is with Sagafa. Also, Sagafa, I'm going to put you in Krieg's... Or, I'm going to put you in... No, yeah, you're in the same square. The giant centipede... What's up?
So when I put her in, Jenna said then the cauldron was walking around, so would she be wherever random spot the cauldron walked to?
I think the most that I could justify it would be like 5 feet away.
Sure.
And I think that I'm going to keep it in the same square and say that the cauldron is like walking in a circle in the same spot. Just for sake of mechanics.
Yep. Yeah, I just wanted to factor in her flavor of what happened when I dared get out of my cauldron
Chariot.
feeding.
Your chariot.
Yes.
All right. This centipede, I think, probably recognizes that Hannah or Hem. Both of them tried to hit it. Let's do a D4. 1 and
I got
2.
closer.
1 and 2 for Hannah. 3 and 4 for Hem. All right. 3 and 4 for Hem. So, our giant centipede is going to... It rears up and then, like, lurches forward and attempts to snag Hem's, probably, like, calf with its fangs. With its mandibles. Ugh, I hate that word.
Good to know.
That's an 11 to hit. It's not going to hit. I don't think. An 11 does not hit. Okay, cool. Well, next up is Li Shijia.
Okay. This is a much different situation than before, which is interesting. But it doesn't hurt to be prepared, I suppose. So what I'm going to do is, actually, I'll do part of it and then I'll ask you later. The first thing I do is I say, "Puppy, out, please. We need your help." And my fan, you see that, like, I flick it close, and as it does, it, like, jumps out of my hand, and then it turns into, like, this little, have you guys, you Catholics out in the crowd, you go on to Palm Sunday and you get those like palm leaves and you kind of fold them. It kind of looks like that, but it's made out of bamboo and it's like a little stick person. And you see that the paper that was originally on her fan is on its back like a little cape. And this little stick figure bamboo person sort of like quietly lands on the ground and kind of scuttles up of Li Shijia's side and grabs like this little pouch. Which has like these herbs and things that she got from the Southern Coven. The thing I wanted to ask you was, my familiar named Puppy has an ability called Valet. Rules as written, it says it can take things to me. Can I have it so it can take things to somebody else?
Ooh. That's a good question. Can you read the full ability to me?
Yes, I can. The ability is you can command a familiar to deliver me items more efficiently. It doesn't use its 2 actions immediately upon my command. Instead, up to twice before my turn, it can have it retrieve an item of negligible bulk that I'm wearing the pouch, and place it into one of my free hands. It can't grab stowed items. And yes.
I don't see why not. Why it wouldn't be able to do that. If I come up with a reason why it wouldn't make sense later, then I may go back on this. But for now, yeah, do it.
Okay. So my little familiar takes this pouch of items and it's like very stiff. So it kind of just like hands straight up holds this pouch of items. And I sort of like, follow Remy. And then it sort of just like takes it and then it pops over and runs over to Remy holding this healer's kit just in case he downs.
Oh no.
Don't worry, Puppy is looking over Remy, and that takes... Tell me if this action economy is fucking, because I'm reading at the speed of light. I use 1 action to command,
Okay.
and they do the thing. And my last 2, I'm going to take my fingers this time. Rather than pointing at my fan, I point my 2 fingers at a different rock, and I say, "Excuse me, you do not do that to a lady!" And I fling the rock at the centipede again.
Do it. Roll a hit.
Action. I know where the button is now, so it's okay.
That's a hit.
Woo!
What was the full number?
It's 21 to hit.
Yes, that is a hit.
Ooh. Merciful DM, how do I roll for damage?
So if you go back in there, there should be a. Let's look at your character sheet here.
Oh, is it the blood?
I believe
It is the
so.
blood.
There you go.
Nice.
9 points of damage. Dang, that's a lot. Cool.
Good damage.
And as this is the spider or this is the centipede?
The centipede that's really close to Sagafa.
Okay. As you fling that rock at the centipede, it impacts with the exoskeleton atop its head, and the centipede falls to the ground. It is dead. Nice. Next up is Sagafa. She does not need to roll a death save on this, correct? Because she is stabilized. What can she do on her turn? Mental actions?
Yeah. Attempt a new saving throw for that poison.
Yeah, do that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Sagafa, give us a saving throw. Fortitude. Uh-oh. I think Michaela might be frozen.
He's
It's
just
a very
role playing.
worried Frozen.
She's role-playing really well.
She's real deep in it. That's a great pose to stop on, honestly.
We'll move on. We'll get that fortitude save from her as soon as she hopefully comes back soon. Or as soon as she hopefully comes back. Shaija, what are you doing?
That's a great question. What's Shaija doing? Well, we're now flank. Oh no, we're not. That's the one that died. So it's just the dream spider. Is that the only thing left?
That is the only thing that is still standing.
All right. So I guess Hem is gonna go to the spider, flank it with Remy.
Nice.
Shaija, and this is I'm using move together. Sagafa, is Sagafa still in this cauldron?
Yes.
Okay. So at the same time Hem moves, Shaija moves. That's action 1.
Okay.
Action 2 is for Hem to swing at the spider. 20.
That's a hit.
Right, I forget what its damage is. So as Shaija runs towards Sagafa, she yells, "Sagafa, no!" And she's like pulling out some herbs from her side. Hem, go save Remy! As Hem darts over, she doesn't even look. She just trusts Hem's gonna go help Remy, and she takes out some herbs to help with that next check.
All
So
right.
what this medicine roll is it's I'm using treat poison.
Okay.
And if I succeed, and it's against the poison DC,
Okay. It's a success.
It gives Sagafa a +2 on their next saving throw.
Nice. It is successful. Cool. And is that your full turn?
Yeah,
I
sorry,
believe so,
lots of
right?
stuff.
No, you're good. Hey, Michaela. Can you hear us okay? So, Hem goes over, swings down. What does this weapon look like? Can you remind us?
Yeah, so Hem has 2 different types of weapons, but the one that he's swinging with is a Girasame. But mechanically, it's literally like its arms can, because it's a phantom, it can transform its body parts into
So
any type
cool.
of weapon. But because she's a follower of Ketis, and Hem is kind of a representation of that, Hem has a Girasame.
Amazing. All right. So, Hem runs over, takes a swing at the spider, which recoils in pain and then turns its attention back to Hem. And next up is Hannah.
Well, Hannah's looking down at the unconscious, and she doesn't know medicine. Like, I'm gonna. Can I roll a medicine just to see how unaware she is? Not as like an actually trying to prescribe anything.
Yeah. I think perception, right?
I mean, I guess that works.
Yeah.
I was just going for fluff.
Cool.
But, so she looks down. Those bastards killed Sagatha. She's gonna turn around and charge over. They're not gonna take Remy too. He's too far. He's too young. And I'm gonna make another snagging strike, trying to hit her.
Do it.
18.
That's a hit.
8 damage.
All right. How do you want to kill the spider?
I grab it underneath its weird clicking jaw and just shove the sword into the spider's thorax again and again and again. I just toss it to the ground, and then I just fall to my knees and start crying.
And we are now out of combat. Sagatha, hi. How you doing?
I'm here.
Cool. Give us a fortitude save.
Yes. I could hear you. Oh no. Why?
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So the first
Could I-
fortitude save before she was healed. And this is going to be kind of weird. So anybody jump in, help me out. But if I understand correctly, she was at stage 2. Then she she failed her fortitude save, which means she went down to stage 3. Okay. So at stage 3, but she was stabilized before she hit stage 3. At stage what's up?
No, go on.
Okay. Oh, wrong one. At stage 3, I'm going to pull this up for our viewers so that they can see what we're looking at here. Stage 3 is 1d12 poison damage, clumsy 1, and flat-footed for 1 round. This is so brutal. This is a negative. This is a negative 1 level creature. Like, this is a CR -1.
Oh my god.
Many people
Can
have
we do
died
anything
from
right
giant
now, or are we
centipedes.
still in like bullet time?
So
Limbo.
we're gonna resolve this first.
Okay.
And then after we get to, I'll let you know when we're back in like amorphous end of combat time. All right, 1d12 poison damage. 8 poison damage.
Oh.
If stabilized, I don't think it matters, right? Because stabilized, she was still at 0 hit points.
Right.
So you go to dying plus the wounded condition. So,
Right.
Sagatha was wounded 1.
And now
goes
she's
down to dying 2.
dying too. Oh my god.
Okay.
Are you
This is
all?
a lot of jargon.
Yeah. So Sagatha is currently dying.
Okay.
And then Shaija runs up. And Shaija performs her medicine check with her herbs and takes the poison away. And then Hannah runs over and ends combat. And what would be Krieg's turn is now the end of combat. So Sagatha, I'm going to give anybody else 1 action. Everybody can have 1 action that they would like to take to jump in and help Sagatha if you would like to. What are we doing?
Did we get the idea that Shaija treated something on Sagatha?
I mean, she could say something right now in character.
would Shaija know that she didn't completely heal Sagafa?
Well, you can probably, I guess it really depends on how you want to describe it, but I'm imagining that she's in this cauldron and she's like coughing up blood and has like this wound that is festering, and Shai just like rubbing herbs all over it. Hurry, get her some potions or something. We need to resuscitate her. This doesn't look good. I've never seen it so bad.
Happy, help her. I call my familiar, and it takes this herbs, and it sort of hobbles over with the herbs, or this bag of herbs that Coven gave us, and I'm caught between two. I don't know if I need to do either of them, but I can either administer first aid or treat poison if we need either of those. I'm a little lost in the weeds at what's happening right now, so I don't know what to do.
So, let's recap. Sagafa goes down. And then we see Shaija run up. Or no, Sagafa goes down. Remy casts Stabilize. You see leaves fly through the wind, touch Sagafa's forehead, and Sagafa looks to be more at peace, even though unconscious. And then
she still might die.
And then, moments after that, she begins to her body begins to go back out of that like at peace stage, and she doesn't look like she's sleeping, but she looks like she's tense and as if her body's like convulsing a little bit.
Poison.
And then Shaija runs up, rubs some herbs on the wound, maybe puts some herbs under her tongue, and she appears to go back to a more peaceful state where she's not convulsing. And then that's where we're at now.
Is the poison... Sorry. Mike.
No, I was just going to say, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm assuming that Shaija's already gone since Shaija's done the Stabilize.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Is the poison gonna hurt her?
All right. So mechanically, this isn't. I right. Like you could be like, oh, that's metagaming, but like these are the mechanics of the game. Just like we know how combat works, you should know how afflictions work. Right. We know that she's at stage 3. I don't know what the duration of this is, but I'm assuming 6, just because that's like a standard number, maybe 5. I don't know. We don't need to know. But even if she succeeds, she goes down to stage 2. It would take 2 critical successes in a row in order to go to 0. So we need to get her hit points above whatever that D12 roll, or if she fails, it's another D12 unless it's got 4 stages. I don't know what stage 2 is, but I'm assuming it's like a D8, maybe D6. So we need to like heal her as much as possible to keep her alive, because if she gets stabilized again, she's going to go to wounded 2, which means that when she goes unconscious again, she's going to go to dying 3. And then if we stabilize her again, she's going to go to wounded 3, and then immediately die if she goes unconscious again. So
Got it.
Thank you.
Is there a way for me to do a treat poisons check with my healer's tools, so she at least the poison stops disintegrating the inside of her body?
Yeah,
which I assume is the problem.
Give me a medicine, or I'll let you do a nature check on this one.
This is that scene in Grey's Anatomy.
I will use my healer's tools.
Don, go ahead.
This is that scene in Grey's Anatomy when they're dumping blood into the person. They're shocking them, but then it's like all going back. So like this tug of war inside a cauldron.
And while we're doing this, I wanted to check in with Michaela, because I think Mike said something about like what Michaela's character, what Sagafa might look like as she's going through this, like coughing up blood. But Sagafa's a little bit different. What would she look like in this moment?
So she's already pretty pale. So I think pretty quickly it turns from just being pale into being, obviously sickly, getting that yellowy hue. Because this poison, I imagine attacks the liver, you know? So she's probably kind of getting yellowy. She did get bitten by the centipedes, so she's probably got some blood coming out. And I don't know, I kind of picture poison or venom being something that attacks more like the nervous system. So I imagine probably there's like twitching and, like you said, convulsing and just a lot of discomfort in general.
Okay. Well,
And without her hat on, you can see how pale and horrible she looks.
Speaking of the hat, Hannah, for her actions, because she's useless outside of combat, is going to go over and pick up the hat, and she's nervously like fiddling with the brim as she just goes over next to the cauldron onto her knees and just grabs onto Sagafa's right hand and is just holding on, just staring intently.
what is Krieg doing?
I
Oh,
was just about to do that, but since he's not going to do that, he's desperately going to go in. The way he carries his backpack underneath his cape, so he like throws his cape back, real dramatic like, and starts fumbling through, muttering to himself, "I don't have any potions. I don't have wands. I don't have herbs. I don't have anything." Until he finds a trinket kind of item that he doesn't fully understand himself. And neither does Don, because we never really expanded on what it does. But I'm going to walk over without my sword, completely useless, and hold up an item called the Eye of Ixies. And will this help? I don't know what it does. Is it magic? Will it help?
Why doesn't anybody, except for Sagafa, give me a... Let's see.
A religion check, which I happen to be proficient in.
You can give me Arcana, you can give me crafting, you could give me medicine, you could do occultism or religion, society, any of those.
13 Arcana. As this is happening, Lishijia she calls over the cauldron, which is full of pure, clean rainwater. The little puppet, which doesn't have any hands but is weirdly super dexterous, is sort of like taking like these herbs, these weird like newt skin, crushed pearl, weird like medicinal things, and it's sort of like applying them to the wound. Lishijia is like taking the rainwater and like pouring it across her. And I look at you, Krieg, at your thing, and I got a 13.
I got a 16 occultism. I'm not sure if that will help as well.
Lishija, with your 13, this does appear to be a divine artifact. As to what it does, or which deity it might be associated with, I don't think you know. What's up?
Krieg, if you have a god, you should pray to them now.
Okay. Thanks. And he just like, does it not do anything? It has to do something. I mean, my friends found it on an island, and it was, an island that no one had ever gone to in forever, and it was, supposed to be something. Come on, it has to do something.
I'm sure it does, but you have to dig deep. That's faith, not?
I know my faith. I worship a deity Don's forgotten the name of, but I worship the All Mother. Of course, the All Mother's light's got to do something, right?
Well, if you could worship faster, that would be. And I'm like pulling apart like your shirt a little bit so I can get better access to the wound.
Remy then hears you say All Mother, and he runs in and he says, You know of the All-Mother as well? Well, everybody knows the All-Mother. You worship the All-Mother.
Yep. The All Mother. Adeos is my family's deity. You know, we got a shrine at home. I haven't been home in years, but you know, I still do the stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Here, can I see that really quick?
Sure. Whatever you need to save Sagafa.
Well, I don't know if this will work. But well, hang on. Should I just do what I did earlier?
Can you please?
I don't know anything about what you do. Just do it.
And he casts Stabilize. Sagafa, you are stable now. However, you are 0 points. 0 hit points. We have some healing stuff, right?
My medicine check was a 22, if that means anything.
Wait, what was that, Mike?
I was gonna say, she's at wounded 2, everyone.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but there's yellow stuff coming out. This can't be good. Her blood's been tainted.
Yes, obviously.
Remy is a herbalist as well. No, he's not. He's an animal whisperer. My bad.
Wow.
Okay.
That changed very quick.
Well,
How do we get rid of wounded condition again?
you have to do the treat wounds. So you spend 10 minutes treating one injured living creature, and then they're temporarily immune to treat wounds for an hour. DC is usually 15. And
Thank you. Lishija, Remy looks over at you and says, "Do you know how to do medicine stuff?"
I know how to treat poisons, my love.
By the way, when we treat poisons, we take the higher of the two. They don't stack.
Uses touch says, or you can heal wounds to full magically. Okay, so let's
Yes.
talk about this then. As a caster, like if someone has a healing spell, they can just cast it, and once you get up to full hit points, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you can get to, I think yeah. One second.
Michaela, how are you doing over there?
I'm doing okay, except I don't know. Okay, so
have to-
I'm undead.
Shit.
So healing me with positive energy is literally going to kill me.
Share this with any of us. We don't
didn't
know.
know. We're gonna learn.
No, that's the thing is you don't necessarily know that. So I'm telling you as Michaela, but
Oh my god.
if she got a 22 medicine check, she would probably have figured that out.
Oh, okay, good call.
I mean-
Good call. No, that's actually
and if my mask falls down, if my face covering falls down, you're gonna clearly see that I have really long incisors. I feel like you can connect the dots.
I see Mike with his Pathfinder core rulebook out in front of him.
I'm watching him. I'm watching him
There's
run.
something
And
in
I'm
your
like, yeah, I'm right there, bro.
Y'all.
So is she a vampire?
Okay, so
I'm not a vampire.
good.
It's not polite to pry into a lady's secrets. I take the mask.
Give her
and I
my
pull it
blood.
back.
I'll give her my blood.
let's take
She
a step
doesn't
back.
need your blood, my dear. I think she doesn't need your blood. Actually, do I get the sense that Hannah doing a blood transfusion helps?
I don't think so. Okay, let's back up. We've got the 22 medicine check. You're correct, Gwen. You absolutely would notice that she is undead. With that,
The Shijia would.
Lishija would.
Shija.
Yeah. You would notice that Sagafa is undead. Oh my god, y'all, I want to do everything that I can as a player to bring Sagafa back.
I have a 16 in occultism, and if I did see the fangs, I might recognize that vampire.
You could give an occultism. It's more of a knowledge check, as far as I know.
No, I rolled a 16 occultism when Lucidio was doing Arcana.
That's right.
When Craig was Krieg's thing.
So that was for Krieg's item.
All right, well, I'm ready to fail this then.
Okay. Do you take the item then? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What are you doing with the item?
What did the occultism check tell me?
It didn't tell you much, other than it will provide you with something that the individual wants.
I'm just gripping onto Sagafa's hands. I grab the thing, I'm like, this should help. This has to help. Something has to help. And I'm wanting her to be well. Her to live. I want her to be Sagafa again.
As you do this, Remy sits down on the grass, cross-legged, and you feel his hand kind of grasp your forearm, and he begins saying, All Mother, we could use your help. I don't know if you can help us right now, but it would really be wonderful. I think she needs us, and I think she's worth it. And I need a flat. Oh God, I'm so scared to say this, but I don't see a better way to do it. I need a flat luck check from one person in the group. Flat D20. And then I am going to add a plus 4 from Remy's prayer.
Hero point.
You could use a hero point.
Okay.
I think it makes sense if Gwen does this.
All right, I'm gonna
I
use
don't
a
think
hero
I've
point.
rolled above a
Let's go,
5.
Hannah. Let's go, lesbians. Let's
18.
go.
18.
Okay, so
22!
that's a 22. And as you pick up this object, which, just to give you a picture, it's a brass eye. Like, it's shaped like an eye, almost like Egyptian style eye. And as you hold it and you kneel down next to Sagafa and you say what you say, nothing really seems to be happening until Remy sits down, and then he places his hand on your forearm and he begins speaking to the All-Mother. And Sagafa's hat begins to bloom next to her, and flowers spiral up around the point, up to the point of the hat. And as the flowers reach the top, Remy stands up and says, I think I need to put it on her head. And then he walks over and he takes it, and then he puts it on Sagafa's head. And the wounded condition is now gone, mechanically. But you are still unconscious, Sagafa.
She's fine.
I feel like I'm gonna take off what outer layer I had and just sort of create a sling, because honestly I don't trust that at all.
Wow.
And I'm just gonna put it around my shoulders and lift her as gently as I can and just put her next to my chest, and like I'm gonna equip the buckler and I'm gonna get my sword out and just like be ready for anything.
Like a baby Bjorn?
Also,
Yes.
I do want to mention, Sagafa's not quite out of the woods yet. She still needs healing. Also, Mike, I want your opinion on this as someone who understands the rules better than I do. Taking the wounded condition completely away, is that too powerful for the future?
I mean, it's really up to you if it's an artifact, right? Like, an artifact can do anything.
Yeah.
Taking away the wounded condition is pretty powerful, though, because so I think that somebody said earlier that if you healed a fool, that is true if you healed a fool, but you need to wait 10 minutes. So usually what it is like wounded condition is very dangerous in that combat,
Yeah.
but once that combat's over, it's okay. So if you have this ability to take away the wounded condition in combat, it's very powerful, right? But I mean, it's really your judgment, right? Like, what kind of story you want to tell.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what happens. I will say, though, with your occultism check, Gwen, it doesn't seem like, quote-unquote, taking away the wounded condition is what this object does. It seems as if it digs deeper into the desires of the individual, and it just so happened that at that moment, at that point in time, Sagafa's unconscious. With your luck check, that's what Sagafa was thinking about. I want to get better. I want to stop hurting. And so in that moment, when you rolled that d20, you got that 18. That was the luck of the using the artifact in line with what she wanted at the same time. And
Okay.
now you are stabilized and you are no longer wounded. I think we're going to call session there for tonight, though. I'm so sorry.
Am I still dying?
No. I don't.
Okay.
No,
Cool.
you're stabilized because Remy cast stabilize.
Is Sagafa awake?
No.
No.
So I didn't know that she was a dampier. I mean, I did, but I didn't think about it. Isn't stabilize positive energy?
Shut up, Mike.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Yeah. So we fucked that up. I fucked that up.
We got this artifact that gives us the ability, okay?
Well, shoot. So Remy would have killed you if we had played that right. But here we are.
See, the story is
We
Tales of the
learned.
Witch Boy killing his party one by one.
Yeah!
This is a serial killer story.
Yeah.
Netflix. Find us on Twitter at
So-
Lesser Inspiration.
So on that note, I'm a storyteller, right? Like, I love telling stories. I am not the best at rules. So if I ever mess things up like that, just let me know. I always promise I'm going to keep moving forward with the story. So, like, if we fuck things up, then we fuck things up and we come back to it and do it right the next time. Now I know not to do that in the future.
So, just to be sure, we're not killing Sigaf off retroactively.
No, not at all.
Fantastic. I'm super okay with this.
Okay, well,
Yes. So yeah, I guess I don't know what we'll do in the future. I can cast harm.
Oh, wait. Oh, actually, finish your thought, and then I have to say something important. Go ahead.
Okay, I can cast harm on myself as I specifically chose that spell so I could heal myself. So I've got that in the future. I just need more than like 13 hit points, and I think we'll be okay. So with time, I think this won't be nearly as much of a problem for healing me.
And Sagafa, as you fall down, as you go through this ordeal, and you feel your body convulsing, in the moment when you think about, I really want to feel better, this really hurts, I want to stop feeling this pain, the camera pans out onto a small cottage with a picket fence and a beautiful garden. And kneeling down in the garden, tending to the rose bushes, is an older woman, an older halfling woman. And next to her is Sagafa. And they're talking to each other as they work in the garden. And I think that is where we will end session for tonight. Thank you all. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay. Have a wonderful night.
Bye.